Hello and welcome to the D Units review of the massive 57-inch Samsung Geo Neo, whatever you want to call it, Odyssey. It's an LCD, well LED, sorry, so it's not like the OLED, so you won't have to worry about burn-in on this particular monitor, so you can leave it on whatever you want. That's one perk of this particular the monitor that I've discovered that's better than OLEDs. It's not maybe quite as many blacks and stuff like that, but other than that, it does the job really well. Now, I really want to talk about two key things. Down here in the middle of it, you have the menu thing, so you can go up into here and you can adjust the settings for games. You can adjust the settings for picture, the brightness, the picture mode, the contrast, the sharpness, the color, the tilt, all those sorts of things. Obviously, there's a 1000 R curve, so the best spot, particularly when you're sitting there and it's looking at your eyes. So if you view the screen from like further away than in the middle, it does appear blurry in some places, particularly if you're editing or watching videos. It does make it a little bit difficult, but as long as you're in the middle of the screen, it works an absolute charm. You've got great field view and there's so much productivity that can be done on a screen that is obviously this big. So at the moment I've got it in picture. It's the way that I like to have the monitor. It is obviously available to then split into the one screen if you want to play like an atmospheric game, for example, Alan Wake 2, which I'll show you towards the end of this video. Please make sure you stay around for that. On here, it's really easy. So what I can do, the fact that this monitor comes with so many inputs at the back, you've got 3 HDMI inputs and you've also got a display port. So at the moment, from my computer, I'm running a display port into one side, and on the other side, I'm running a HDMI port. So that way I can have 2 screens from the monitor. That's the best way of actually splitting the screen and making it usable. Obviously from here, I've also got the Xbox Series X plugged in there as well, and that is as simple as just swapping sources. So for here, when it's in picture-in-picture mode, you just go to the source and you change. So at the moment, I have HDMI 1, which is where the Xbox is not on. I'll put that on, and there's my Xbox. So then I can sit there, I can play around in that. On this side here as well, obviously, if you're one of those people and you're playing like a strategy game or whatever, and you're playing on a PC, well, you can pull up. So for example, I've got Dota 2 open here at the moment. I'll just throw out a hook there. And as you can see there, the screen real estate's really cool. I did try playing Dota, particularly with the full screen mode, where it just gives you a better like look at in terms of like the game and stuff. I'm getting so distracted now by like the fact that my hero is just doing his own thing over there. So I'll just get that off because I don't feel like I want to play a game now. But yeah, so that's the best thing about this particular monitor. You can change the LED lights at the back. I don't actually have them on at the moment. I don't know if you'll see a difference when I put them on, but I'll give it a go now just to see if that will do anything. So again, I'll just flip it back to my computer there. And then when I've got it up here, you can quick change it as well. So it allows you to go through all the different settings there at the very top. It is a little bit fiddly trying to figure it out, and I'm not sure how to actually get out of that now. So it does have its little drawbacks. I have been using this monitor now for 2 months. It is massive. It's really good as well. People wondering what it looks like in terms of the text, I'll just pull up a Microsoft Word document. Don't know if you'll be able to see that very well from there, but it does work really well. And I generally prefer the black writing. For me, the black writing looks good with, the black background with the white writing rather than the white background and the black writing. I don't know what people's preferences are, but I always look at it like that. So for me, the writing is clear, it's not blurry, it does all the things you expect it to do. And then I'll just quickly put this into non-PvP mode so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about in regards to what the screen looks like when you've got it all together as one. And I'll put it on the Xbox just so that way it makes a bit more sense. And I'll just quickly change it. So you just go into PnP and you just go into that and you just turn it off. And hopefully that's going to put the Xbox on the full screen. Touch wood. Moment of truth. Yep, there we go. So it takes a little while to switch over, but there you can see the whole screen is taken up by the game. It's really good for atmospheric games. Not so good for games that are real-time strategy like Dota 2. I was playing and like Pudge was over here and I was trying to hook someone over there, and like trying to like look that far across the screen is really quite unhelpful. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. And it should be a simple press of just going back into the PvP and PBP mode to swap it back over to hopefully how I had it before. With some luck, and yeah, there we go. And yeah, there you go. So Xbox back over there, screen back over here. Love and life. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will try and answer them. The only downside to this particular monitor, it does do 240 frames per second refresh mode. However, no, other than the AMD graphics unit that's slightly less, the 4000 range and the RTXs, I've got a gaming ROG Strix 490 RTX graphics processing unit in there, and that doesn't actually hit. You can't do more than 120 frames per second. So that is the only downside. You have to wait for the 5000 series. Hopefully, there's even though it's because of a problem with the display port, and that means you can't unlock the full potential of this. But this will be really good for future proofing if you're buying a new computer in the next year, or upgrading your graphics processing unit. Definitely worth a look. Definitely worth a buy. This monitor is going to unlock that potential 100%. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I've got more great stuff. I'm going to be reviewing the rest of this setup over the next coming weeks. So please hang around and check it out. Thanks for watching. D-Unit out.